a former Canadian Olympic snowboarder who allegedly has turned into a drug lord, is now wanted by the OPP and the FBI, accused of orchestrating the murder of an innocent couple in Caledon. He's believed to be one of the ringleaders of a massive drug trafficking enterprise that spans multiple countries. Eric Viano joins us live in studio with more. Eric.
Matt, 43-year-old Ryan James Wedding competed in the 2002 Olympics in Salt Lake City in snowboarding, but it turns out he's now known as the ringleader of a criminal enterprise spanning 13 years that saw hundreds of kilograms of cocaine shipped from Colombia all the way to Canada, and he's currently at large. The indictment, dubbed Operation Giant Slalom, which is a snowboarding term, is all part of a joint investigation that includes the FBI, the DEA, the RCMP, and OPP, who all accuse Wedding and his organization of orchestrating multiple brutal murders in relation to his drug empire, including here in our region.
But instead of using the privileges that come with being an Olympic athlete to do good for people, he did the opposite. He chose to become a major drug trafficker, and he chose to become a killer.
The U.S. District Attorney's Office says Wedding, who lives in Mexico, ran his drug empire with his partner, 34-year-old Andrew Clark, a Canadian citizen also living in Mexico. Clark was arrested, but Wedding is still at large. Wedding, whose aliases include El Jefe, Giant, and Public Enemy, is accused of conspiring to ship cocaine weighing hundreds of kilograms from Colombia through Mexico and Southern California to Canada using long-haul semi-trucks.
Wedding, Clark, and the other members of this criminal enterprise made a lot of money through this cocaine trafficking. Billions of dollars.
The indictment alleges Wedding's organization resorted to violence, including multiple murders, to achieve its aims.
This group was ruthless and violent. They would use contract killers to assassinate anyone who they saw as an obstacle to their operation.
Some of these murders occurring close to home. Niagara police say today that Wedding, Clark, and 23-year-old Malik Cunningham have been accused in the shooting death of 29-year-old Randy Fader in Niagara Falls in April of this year. Meanwhile, Ontario Provincial Police point to the shooting of the Sidhu family in Caledon in November of last year that they allege was retaliation over stolen drugs. A father and mother were killed while their daughter was seriously injured. But OPP say the Sidhu family was innocent.
I want to stress that the Sidhu family were completely innocent. Our investigation has determined that these three victims were mistakenly targeted and were not involved in the alleged drug trafficking organization.
12 of the 16 charged in the indictment are arrested, while 4 remain at large, including Wedding. During the investigation, law enforcement seized more than a ton of cocaine, 3 firearms, ammunition, and thousands in currency and cryptocurrency.
My office and our law enforcement partners represented here today, as well as the cooperation we received from Mexican authorities and Colombian authorities, are committed to stopping organized crime in all its forms.
Now, if convicted, Wedding and his partners would face a mandatory minimum penalty of life in federal prison on the murder and attempted murder charges alone.